On a cold morning in 2003, a trash bag was dumped in a roadside thicket near Brussels. Inside was a half eaten salami sandwich.
Please tell me we aren't doing a podcast about food waste.
Not exactly. That specific sandwich was the only thing standing between a group of Italian thieves and the perfect getaway after they pulled off the heist of the century. They had just walked out of one of the most secure vaults on Earth with over $100 million in diamonds, gold, and cash.
Wait, $100 million? And they got caught because of a snack?
Exactly. That's the story of the Antwerp Diamond Heist. It's a tale of high tech wizardry, 3-ton doors, and the world's most expensive grocery store receipt. To understand how they did it, you have to look at Antwerp, Belgium. It's the diamond capital of the world. About 80% of all rough diamonds on the planet pass through a tiny area known as the Diamond Quarter.
So it's basically a giant bullseye for every thief in Europe.
It should have been impossible. The vault at the Antwerp World Diamond Center was a fortress. We are talking about a 3-ton steel door with 100 million possible combinations, magnetic sensors, infrared heat detectors, Doppler radar, and seismic sensors.
That sounds like a movie set. Nobody just walks into a place like that.
Most people don't, but Leonardo Notarbartolo wasn't most people. He was a professional thief from Turin, Italy. In 2000, 3 years before the heist, he moved to Antwerp and rented a small office in the Diamond Center itself.
Hold on, he lived in the building for 3 years? Talk about a long game.
He went deep undercover. He posed as a charming Italian diamond merchant. He chatted with the guards, watched the routines, and even used a camera hidden in a pen to photograph the security systems. He wasn't just planning a robbery, he was studying the building's DNA. Notarbartolo didn't work alone. He assembled a crew of specialists nicknamed the School of Turin. They had guys like the Monster for muscle and the Genius for locksmithing. Their goal was the vault in the basement on the weekend of the city's annual Diamond Ball.
I'm guessing the police assumed the ball would be the perfect distraction.
Precisely. On the night of February the 15th, the team entered the building. They didn't use explosives or high-impact drills. They used science. To beat the heat detectors, they used a custom-designed shield that masked their body heat. They sprayed hairspray on the light sensors to blind the cameras without triggering an alarm.
Hairspray? You're telling me $100 million in security was taken down by a can of Aquanet?
It was brilliantly low-tech. For the magnetic sensors on the vault door, they used custom aluminum shields to maintain the magnetic field while they opened the door. And the best part? They had a duplicate of the unduplicatable vault key.
How do you duplicate a key like that? Did they swipe it?
One theory is that the genius caught a glimpse of the key and made a replica using dental impression material. Regardless, they opened the door and spent hours inside. They broke into 123 safe deposit boxes, stuffing duffel bags with so much loot they could barely carry them.
So they're rich. They're driving home. They've bypassed the radar, the heat sensors, and the 3-ton door. Where does it go wrong?
This is the human error part. During the drive back to Italy, one of the crew members, a guy nicknamed Speedy, started to panic. He was terrified of police roadblocks. He insisted they dump the evidence immediately.
Let me guess, they didn't find a trash can.
They pulled over on the side of a highway and tossed a garbage bag into the woods. They thought it was just junk, tapes, envelopes, and leftovers from their lunch. But a local hunter found the bag and thought it was just weird litter. When he looked inside, he found diamond pouches and a half-eaten salami sandwich.
The sandwich. Don't tell me they left DNA on it.
They did. Belgian police matched the DNA from the bread to Notarbartolo. They also found a receipt in the bag for a grocery store in Antwerp from a few days prior. That receipt led them straight to Notarbartolo's apartment.
So they got the guys, but did they get the diamonds back?
That's the crazy part. They found a few diamonds in a vacuum cleaner bag at the apartment, but the vast majority, nearly $100 million worth, vanished. It's never been found.
Is it possible they hid it? Or maybe the whole thing was a setup.
That's exactly what Notarbartolo claimed. Years later, he told reporters the heist was actually an insurance fraud orchestrated by a diamond merchant. He claimed the vault was largely empty when they got there and that they were paid to make it look like a robbery.
Do we believe him, or is he just a thief trying to look like a victim?
The police call it a lie, but the mystery of the missing millions makes people wonder. What we do know is that this heist changed the world of high-value security forever. It proved that if you give a smart person enough time and a can of hairspray, no vault is truly unbreakable.
It also proves that if you're going to commit the crime of the century, finish your lunch first.
Honestly, the biggest lesson here is that the most sophisticated computer in the world won't save you from a nervous guy with a garbage bag.
What's the one thing to remember about the Antwerp Diamond Heist?
It remains the ultimate example of how a multi-million-dollar masterpiece of criminal engineering can be totally dismantled by a single piece of discarded trash.
That's Wikipedia. Every story on demand. Search your next topic at wikipedia.ai.